everyone, it's Lula Sai. Yes, I imagine there's going to be some difficulty for some people to pronounce that. That's totally fine, you know. Welcome to my first ever video on this channel. I just wanted to give a very brief introduction just because it is the first video. And yeah, I'm saying a lot already. It's a filler word. It's been a while since I've kind of done public speaking, anything like that, so it's going to take me a little bit to get back into it. This is going to be a very chill channel, very slow growth, low pressure, not really a schedule right now. It's mostly going to be, so my name is Nick, I'm 26 years old, and the person in the profile picture, her name is Lola Blue. She is an artist, and she's my favorite artist. She's from Los Angeles. I'm from Canada. She's from Los Angeles and US. And she actually gave me personal permission to use her likeness in my social media branding, which is just blew my mind. She's an extremely kind person. Love her music. Highly recommend you search Lola Blue on YouTube. My personal favorite song of hers is Heartbeat. But they're all so good that it's kind of hard to choose just one. So huge shout out to Lola Blue. And yeah, and if you're wondering why I chose her, well, I just, I think, I'm not someone who hates myself, but I do think I'm a little bit, I would say like kind of average. So I would rather have some, aesthetic, really cool person as my profile picture versus myself. Well, yes, love yourself and all that, but I just think it makes for a more interesting brand personally. So that's why I've chosen her, and I really like her aesthetic as well. So yeah. What else? So we're going to be doing movie reviews mostly on this channel. There will be the occasional video game review and just some stuff to entice you to subscribe. I won't do this spiel every single video, I promise. You can look forward to reviews for Silent Hill, Book of Memories for PlayStation Vita. I've got Pokemon Platinum for Nintendo DS, completely authentic. I've got Saw for PlayStation 3. And we're not going to do a ton of music stuff, but maybe some album reviews here and there. Here and there I have The Secret of Us Deluxe by Gracie Abrams. So yeah, you'll get to learn more about me and my personality and my tastes, I guess, as the channel goes on. I almost want to give myself more credit. Earlier, I wouldn't say I'm boring or like super average. It's just that I just think it would make for a cooler look to have her instead of me. That's just how I feel. That's a much better way to say it. I just think it's cooler, it looks better, and I think she fits the vibe of the channel really well. Okay, but yeah, pat on the back. I think I'm a good person, and I think I'm interesting. Okay, so we're gonna make this a quick review because I have a schedule here. I want to get this video uploaded in less than 24 minutes. That's the last thing I should mention. I'm all about not using diagnoses as your personality, but I should mention I have severe OCD, okay? Very, very severe. I won't go over what that is. You can Google it if you want. But if you're ever watching a video of mine and you're like, he just said or did something weird, a lot of the time that's why. So this is one of those moments where I need this video to be under 24 minutes long for my OCD to be happy. And the number one way to combat OCD is to do the opposite of what it wants, but that's easier said than done. I don't always do it. I do it for smaller things that don't matter as much, like if I really want to check my doorknob or something, then I just won't. But anyways, let's get on to the review. So this is a very different video compared to the other movie reviews. So hopefully you already know about Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, written and directed by George Lucas, because this video is a little bit scrambled just because of the fact I am introducing the channel as well. So the plot is that we are following, initially, we have Princess Leia Organa, played by Carrie Fisher. And this movie came out in 1977, by the way. And Leia is in possession of the technical blueprints to the Empire's latest technological terror, which is called the Death Star, which is this giant battle station, space station that can actually move around and fly around, or transport itself rather. and it can shoot this giant laser to obliterate entire star systems if it wants to. And the Empire is the evil, tyrants of this galaxy trying to rule the galaxy with an iron fist. And Grand Moff Tarkin, one of the leaders of the Empire, is preparing to make an example out of some star systems and, start getting everyone in line. And another one of the higher ups in the Empire is Darth Vader. He is he's devoted to the dark side, which gives him some abilities. Of course, I'm sure you already know about Star Wars, right? I'm preaching to the choir right now. So yeah, and so Leia is boarded by Darth Vader, and she is forced to entrust the plans to two droids named C-3PO and R2-D2, who are jettisoned off to the nearby planet of Tatooine. And Leia was trying to deliver the plans to Alderaan, where the Rebel Alliance is, which she is part of the Rebel Alliance, but not publicly at this point, but it's pretty obvious to Vader at least. And so the droids eventually get purchased by a moisture farmer and his nephew named Luke Skywalker is the nephew, and he is destined to become a Jedi. He meets up with Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi, who used to fight in the Clone Wars. There's a ton of lore in Star Wars. We'll get there when we get there. And he is a Jedi who wants to teach Luke in the ways of the Force. And they eventually also meet up with Han Solo and Chewbacca, who they pay or hire to help them transport the plans to Alderaan. And yeah, the rest from there would just be spoilers. So that's the initial plot. So this film, I don't need to glaze it that much. You already understand why it's amazing, right? The characters are iconic. The actors play them perfectly. The sets and effects are practical and realistic. And I mean, even some of the more digital stuff like blasters and everything just looks really good. It ages really, really well. They don't make movies like this anymore. And this film, the number one credit I can give to it, I mean, there's a ton I can give to it. I think Darth Vader might be the best villain in cinema history. Han Solo might be the most charming character in cinema history. And this film also established the benchmark of quality for audience expectations so much that you would not have gotten movies like Alien and The Terminator, or if they did come out, they would have been different. This movie is so influential. It invented so many new techniques that are still used to this day with camera work and whatnot. It's just timeless. It's completely iconic. I love every second of it. I really do. I think I've seen it at least 30 times now, which is pretty insane. This might be the movie I've seen the most. It's not my number one favorite movie ever, but I do think it's the movie I've seen the most. If you're wondering what my number one favorite movie is, it is, maybe I won't spoil it actually, because I'll be watching it pretty soon. It'll be one of the first reviews I do on this channel. So yeah, I don't really need to glaze it that much, and I am running out of time here. So Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, gets a 10 out of 10. This is one of those rare reviews where there's only going to be positives. And trust me, I am going to speak negatively about many things because that's what makes a video interesting in my opinion. Unfortunately, there's just nothing negative to talk about here. If you really force me to be negative, I would say the special edition changes are kind of a travesty. But I can't really count that against the film itself. And also, there is some continuity issues, but again, I can't count that against the film because the only reason the continuity is broken so badly is because of Disney and what Disney would do with Star Wars in the future. So I'm talking about the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. What other one? There's many, many moments in this that don't make sense. I could do a whole video on that, and I probably will, and I'll probably have a lot of Star Wars, ultra fans trying to correct me on every single point, but there's so many continuity problems in here because of future media. But again, I can't go against it here, but just some examples off the top of my head. The fact that Leia refers to Obi-Wan as "you served my father in the Clone Wars" and not "you saved me as a child," because of the Kenobi series. You also have Vader meeting Obi-Wan, and he says, when we last met, I was the learner, but now I'm the master. But actually, the epic kind of conclusion to their saga, they already met a few times in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. So, it's a present he hasn't felt since the Kenobi series, not since whenever it was originally supposed to be. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot more than that, but it is kind of nitpicking and being a little bit nerdy. So I'm going to give A New Hope, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, a 10 out of 10. And yes, I'm aware it was not originally called A New Hope, but I am a bit younger than most people who grew up with this movie, so I always knew it as A New Hope, which I know is wrong, but it is what it is. So thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, my name is pronounced Lula Sai, and I will see you next time.